What's up, gang? What's going on? Trey Gang back at you, live and direct. Shout out to everybody in the chat with the thumbs, Jack. Shout out to everybody that already thumbed me up, Jack. Yeah, put me in the algorithm. All right. I'ma tell y'all something. I'm already pissed off, for one. And for two, you know what I'm talking about? These people that was at the party, like Straight Drop, Chosen King, Marco, Neil. I'ma tell y'all something, right? I'm gonna put it like this. Monifa, Shemaya Neil, couldn't pull this off. Bree, Irene Neil, they couldn't pull this off without the help of Straight Drop Neil. You know what I'm talking about? They wanna get, look, check this out, gang. If you from the streets, and if you from the hood, you know exactly finna go down. And if your ass from somewhere else, you just gonna be confused, like Irene. This was a straight up hood shit in this hotel. Straight up hood shit. All those motherfuckers was in their room. Check this out, gang. Marco. He deleted the video now. Cause I can't find that motherfucker. But I got some of it saved. But when I was trying to tell everybody, I'm like, man, look, y'all, these people misled the fuck out the whole case. These people were misled everybody. They came up with Chosen King with dated Kenneka. Then Chosen King turned around and said Zack with dated Kenneka. And then you got you know what I'm talking about, Straight Drop, No Pool. Then you got King Rob telling on everybody. See what I'm talking about? Gang. They gay as fuck. Check this out, gang. Peep gang. If you from the hood, you know exactly. You know how to relate to this. You finna relate to this like a motherfucker. Cause check this out, right? We already know it's a lot of people with Daryl at that party, and some of them ain't on the footage at all. Because of, you know what I'm talking about, of the help of security. I know Straight Drop got background security. And I know Marco is working security. Marco J. I'm gonna ask some people, why nobody ain't going for these folks? Why nobody act like these people ain't got nothing to do with this shit? You see what I'm saying? I don't understand this weak ass bullshit. Shit be pissing me off, man. They just like you know who the murder suspect and you scared to approach a motherfucker. That's some coward shit to me. Sometimes I believe motherfuckers scared of these people, man. Know what I'm talking about? I believe these people be scared of these pussy ass niggas. Cause watch this, gang. Marco J is who y'all need to be, you know what I'm talking about, going in on. This nigga works security. He works security at the motherfucking Crown Plaza Hotel. And I'm telling y'all this shit, right? The nigga work at the motherfucker. And then on his channel, guess who? Guess what he talk about the most? Irene and Jalen Ford. A punk. A goddamn punk. Y'all know why he put Jalen Ford on blast and stuff? Cause them niggas was lollygagging with those transsexuals. See what I'm talking about? They was lollygagging with those transsexuals. Watch this. A street nigga, look. Check this out, gang. Margot J, gay as fuck. Straight dropping them, gay as fuck. Kenneka was in that room, and you had some of those niggas fucking with those boys, right? And then he finna admit to all y'all that this nigga, this the video y'all see on the screen, right? This the video. You know when things get hot, you know they get to dry snitching on themselves, right? It's like this what they was doing. In the beginning, they were trying to put the Crown Plaza. Then they switch it up and got back on the friends' ass. Then they switch it up talking about this shit fake. You see what I'm talking about? Then they switch it up and start telling on everybody and then broke everybody up. Listen to what he said.
Unbelievable. I was like, damn, Trump, I checked it out. When that comment came to me, but it wasn't like he had straight drop picture his name, but it wasn't him.
You don't think that was something, but okay, ask yourself this. Okay, look. Ask yourself this, Chosen. 50-50. Okay, ask yourself this. Say if it was John Frank. What would John Frank gain from you having to be?
See that? Do y'all know who John Frank is? Here go the biggest receipt. John Frank. Look, y'all don't know who John Frank is? Cause I mentioned his name. I showed y'all who the fuck he was. Right? I showed y'all this shit. And guess what? Straight Drop gotta do a whole lot of explaining to do. I know why he keep popping up in my chat. Some of y'all taking this shit as a game. I ain't taking this shit as no game, Jack. I know why Straight Drop keep jumping in the chat, doing what he trying to do. Cause Straight Drop know every motherfucker was up there. And try to play like he don't know what the fuck going on. John Frank got killed, right? And you know he was the one that would put little shit out on YouTube about Kenneka Jenkins, right? So look, if you've been following me, like it's a lot of y'all in here right now, and I'm expect for y'all to know what's going on with John Frank. I mentioned his name. I went on his Facebook page. I even broke the shit down. So if you remember that, and it wasn't even long ago, neither, y'all. It wasn't even long ago. It wasn't even long ago. Guess what John Frank said. Y'all don't remember? Mm-hmm. Check this out.
Beef with straight drop. Okay, ask yourself this. Okay, look. Ask yourself this, Chosen. 50-50. Okay, ask yourself this. Say if it was John Frank. What would John Frank gain from you having a beef with straight drop?
All right. Y'all see. Look, he made this video 4 years ago, right? Check this out, gang. And he talking about Straight Drop got beef with John Frank. They got some kind of beef. That lady they called Straight Drop and started name dropping. When that lady called Straight Drop got the name dropping, cause when she got to call no name, we went on the profile who Straight Drop was beefing with 4 years ago. You know what I'm talking about? Straight Drop was beefing with this nigga that the lady was calling and telling, you know what I'm saying? Man, this is dangerous shit. Listen, and keep this in mind, Marco worked at the hotel. Why did? Marco be fucking with those boys. That's why he had to put Jalen Ford on blast. So Jalen Ford won't tell everybody they fucking. So he used his YouTube channel to keep Jalen Ford silent about, I'm going to expose you when he come to the Kenneka Jenkins case. Remember the Levy Flow? If you from the hood, you understand why his content is about Kenneka and gay people. Show you that he connected to gay people. See what I'm talking about? Watch this, gang. Chosen King get exposed working with Straight Drop. So check this out, right? Marco, King Rob, all these people fell out. The big three, they fell out with Straight Drop, right? But one thing they got in common, they all went for Straight Drop. No doubts about that. No doubts about that, right? Marco fell out with Chosen King and started putting content out there about Chosen King about his brother Ryan Singleton, whatever his name is. About the dude, August came up missing in Las Vegas, right? I don't know how true that is. I don't know if they brothers or not. But they do look identical to me. But I don't know if they related. But it's some things in common. Cause check this out, gang. He the only one bring up Jalen Ford. See what I'm talking about? Think about that for a minute. And watch this, gang. The game so cold. Did anybody see Jalen Ford on the footage? Be honest. Half y'all folks say no, because ain't nobody watch the whole 36-hour footage. But the little footage that you did watch, did anybody see Jalen Ford walking in the lobby or, you know what I'm talking about, coming in or gone? Right? So why would he bring up Jalen Ford then? If we didn't see this shit, why would he bring up Jalen Ford? And he was on Jalen Ford ass. He was on Jalen Ford ass like, shit, I ain't finna let you take me down. I'm finna put all this shit about your ass before you get to talking. Cause soon you get to talking, ain't nobody gonna believe you. Cause I already destroyed your character. That's what he thinking about. You know what I'm talking about. And look, watch what he said, gang. I gotta break this down before I even start the video. Right? So Straight Drop was beefing with John Frank. I went on John Frank, he dead now. John Frank video went viral because he the one dropped that Kenneka Jenkins video out. You know what I'm talking about? Irene them video, right? He the one shared that shit on YouTube. And that's where everybody was getting the video from. John Frank is connected to everybody at the party. Watch this game. We see Straight Drop. I see Pucky. I see a couple of trans gay people walked in the hotel. But keep this in mind. It was a couple of gay people I seen on the footage. Round about their age. And I know they had to be there for them. Because they was like on the 7 and the 8. I mean, on the 8 footage. Watch this game.
He trying to save face, bro. He trying to save face. He want the world to think that wasn't him.
I know, bro. I helped him.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to bow out, right? Mm-hmm. So I helped him bow out. I said, you know what? That was somebody else on your account. I said, that's what we're going to do. We're going to chalk it up.
Now, we know that Straight Drop on the footage. And Straight Drop, and then look, they put him on blast and told everybody Straight Drop was dumb. Look, check this out how they dumbed everybody down. When they told everybody Straight Drop was dumb, that the community let that man talk them up out of it. Right? Then he tried to come on my platform and do the same shit, talking about that wasn't him. You see what I'm talking about? That wasn't him. He pulling the same move. He think he finna pull his same shit. Watch this game.
Somebody else being up on your account, all right? Mm-hmm. He's like, look, man. He said, look. I said, look, bro. Because at first he was kind of trying to be hard. You know what I'm saying? All that. I said, look. I'm asking one question, bro. And one question only. Do you want to end this or you want to keep it going? He was silent for a minute. I asked my girl, but he was silent. He said, you know what? He said, I just want to end it, bro. He said, I didn't want to end it. I want y'all to, well, y'all do y'all thing, man. Y'all do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? I won't mention y'all or nothing like that. And I said, you know what? All right, man. I said, we're going to chalk up that being John Frank in my inbox. All right? We're going to chalk that up. He's like, all right, cool. He said, no, you end everything. I said, listen.
All right, y'all heard that. John Frank name keep coming up, right? I show y'all who John Frank is. He always Little Meat now. John Frank and Little Meat, all these niggas in the circle. I show you a picture of all these folks in there. And this the same lady that called Straight Drop and was trying to tell him about what was going on the fucking footage. And he act like he don't know what this lady talking about. Right? And then when he was like, yeah, ma'am, I got it, ma'am. And cutting the lady off, now you know why. And then he gonna try to tell everybody it ain't worth it going and searching for these people. They number kids. You know what I'm talking about? Check this out, y'all.
Now, when you pull it back, I expect the same from you, bro. And I will respect nothing less. He said, no doubt, you got it. So I'm gonna see what he's doing. See what he's doing. He said he bow out. He said he bow out, bro. He said I'm done. He said I'm done. I don't want no more smoke with y'all, bro.
Okay, so why is he bowing? Okay, I feel that. And I understand that. And I agree. But why is he the head boss of the... Okay, we're going to give him this title now. We're going to get King of the Kenneka Beef, which is Straight Drop.
That's what he finna start all over again. Beef. That's what he finna do again. Watch this.
So why do King why do King of the Kenneka Beef want to bow out upon our exit?
Enforcement. I mean, you can call him my Gmail upon our exit.
And then not only that,
King of the Kenneka Beef might think we got something more than what we ain't got.
That's why if you notice, bro, see Miss Barb, the whole thing. No, go ahead.
We have time in between. And then they come because they may have been there, right? 6 years I was there, but he brought it all. You don't even know if we got that.
Bro, listen, all them clowns, bro, could have been led to believe because we know this whole...
Check this out, gang. Y'all want to know... Check this out, right? Hold on, let me turn my shit down so my shit won't be all choppy and shit. Now check this out, right, gang? Y'all want to know why he recording himself talking to Chosen King? Look what they talking about. Straight Drop was there. Straight Drop got beef with John Frank and shit, right? Straight Drop was telling everybody, Straight Drop, he be making a lot of profile pages and shit, right? And he was trying to make a profile page like he was John Frank. You know what I'm talking about? So, what they did, right? Because when they got to telling on each other, at this point, King Rob on their ass. On Straight Drop ass, right? So guess what they had to do? He had to record himself talking to Chosen King, criminating themselves, and had to put some truth out there. Right? You got to start telling now to get everybody's attention. Like, oh shit, they tell it, and then they're gonna turn around and switch the story up. Now watch this conversation, gang. Peep this.
Thing is built on the Kenneka ordeal is built on deception. Now, all them fools, bro.
Notice when he mentioned Straight Drop, he said Straight Drop nil. Straight Drop nil. See, it's more than Straight Drop. I showed y'all another YouTuber on that job. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing y'all these people on this footage, Jack.
Could have been involved in that.
Trey gang on the scene.
could have been involved in that, but misled. They could have been actually think they was doing a movie or they was doing anything. Take the
Y'all see that? He said they think they was doing the move and everything. What that lady was telling on in Zayton Day video when she was like, yeah, we filming the movie, the police, that we filming the movie. Nobody come in this area. Right? If you got a witness saying this shit, what the police, right? With the I can't even get the words out of my mouth, gang. All right. Tay Sunday got a video that a witness reached out to her. This person said that police stopped us. I seen cops. They were telling us they were filming the movie downstairs. So I had to go down out of curiosity to see. And I ain't see no big film production company. All I see is thugged out kids and businessmen. Right? If that ain't true, why that lady get that letter? And if it ain't true, why Chosen King would be saying the same fucking thing?
They could have been actually think they was doing a movie or they was doing anything. Take the transsexual that you and Rob broke down yesterday. That fool is upset now. Now everybody following it. It seemed like everybody that was involved, from the kids to everybody, they following suit far as the cold and silence. Whether they was told to shut up or they just see that nobody's talking, and so I believe what gave, especially the shorties, what gave the shorties that fear, they have somebody ride down on them in the beginning or whatever, or bro. The whole world can just be spent. We all can be spent on fires thinking that they fear was instilled in them when it's actually just signed contracts.
Y'all peep that? So you got this person saying they thinking they was in the movie. Just like what P said, man, it's like Texas South Chain Massacre. It was like a movie. Then you got this lady, the cop said we filming the movie. Now he's saying sign contracts, and we know the whole hotel made everybody that worked there sign contracts. And these employees, if check this out, who else was signing the contract? Not no gang. You see what I'm talking about? Only the people that work there, right? Because they got to get their check, right? And guess who put that out there? Guess who put that out there, right? Straight Drop and Beach Beauty. Remember Beach Beauty got that email? You know what I'm talking about? Straight Drop was playing behind the scenes. Straight Drop was snitching through other YouTubers. You know what I'm talking about? We know Puckin ain't signing no contract. Man ain't signing contracts. So he just told on himself, right? Right, gang? He just told on himself. And I told y'all he worked for security at Crown Plaza. Y'all remember what he did when he was walking in that kitchen and try to throw everybody off with that little camera trick? You see what I'm talking about? Y'all seen that move he did with that camera trick, right? I was shocked. And I'm like, damn, here go the kitchen right here. So watch this.
That's what it is. I told you it's not
Yeah, right. So with that, bro. Yeah. That's why she came in and said the party didn't get turned till later. Oh, hell no, your party didn't get turned, period. Because it wasn't nothing but a few people there.
There is no one, yeah.
So you speaking deceptive because you want everybody to think that child party was your party. You gotta do that. She wasn't gonna be allowed to speak if she wouldn't have done that. If she would have went against that, bro, she would have probably died that night. But for some reason she didn't.
And what Irene said on the post, girl, they told me that I wanted to help, and I said, yeah, because they were like, they were going to kill me too if I didn't. Right? That's what Irene said. They told me to put her ass in the freezer if I didn't help. And look at his language now. See what I'm talking about, gang? Look at his language now, right?
You feel me, bro? Some reason she didn't. And that was, I believe, that's what Zack role was. Zack role was to stir the narrative to Ty Rowland's party.
All right. Y'all see that? Here we go, right here. Check this out. Now we know Zack was powerful when it came to the Kenneka Jigga case. It's no doubt that Zack solved this shit. Zack found out who did it, but it cost him his life. And they is the reason why, right? Watch this. Now they got to throw it off on Zack so nobody won't believe him. You got to put it on Zack to confuse everybody to be like, I don't know what's going on. These people one that said Zack was there. These people the one that said Zack loved the straight drop. These people told you about Antonio and Bette Evans and all this. All these dumbass narratives came from these people. So, and when I be hearing people still bringing up the narrative that they came up with, see what I'm talking about? Watch this game.
Now check this out. They currently throwing Zack up under the bus. Cause don't you know Zack know them niggas. You see what I'm saying? It's videos that Zack talked to Chosen and King Rob. You know what I'm saying? On the phone. Man, they probably the one that had something to do with Zack house getting breaking in to get that goddamn laptop, Jack. Hi y'all.
Me and you already sat on the phone that day and said that's why old girl and them came in. Kenneka was supposed to go to the show with us. Bam. Next thing you know, Ty Rowland at the show. They showing the footage. They was setting it up. They were setting up everything that they wanted everybody to.
Y'all know who they're talking, right? If he worked security at Crown Plaza, that's why he know all this shit. If he worked security at Crown Plaza, that's why he was able to walk in Crown Plaza and get the footage that he need in the kitchen. See what I'm saying? Y'all see this nigga? Watch this. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all this nigga. Hold on. I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna let him keep talking though.
Think now. I'm saying that to say this, bro. Straight drop them, bro. It's 99.9% that they was there, bro.
They was all together. They was all together. They all know each other. Right? They said this shit 4 years ago while Straight Drop was telling everybody that was following him. Straight Drop was telling, man, these folks were lying on him. Look like they telling the truth now, ain't it? You see what I'm saying? Straight Drop got a big ass channel over there, and he trying to come on this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, you supposed to, nigga, you got a platform, straighten your shit up. You know what I'm talking about? You want to come in here to distract a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And deleted all his videos about what he said about them. Because if he would have still caught it up, boy, I'm sure I'll be knocking at this motherfucking door as this live be still rolling. There you go, Bam and Jenkins. You see what I'm talking about? I'm going to show y'all Marco on the footage. I'm going to show y'all Marco on the footage.
Yeah, they were. Man, suckers were there, bro. We already put in the work to prove that they were there. They were there. They were there, bro. All these folks were there, bro. And then Gold Dust came.
Yeah.
On the interview with Gold Dust. Let me see Gold Dust.
We gotta get that. We gotta get that. Hey, bro, look. Even if they wasn't there, you know what else it proved, bro? If they wasn't there, Chosen, it proved that they still somewhere involved, which is a paid YouTuber. Why do you think they told you couldn't get paid off the story, Chosen? Because they got these people that they paying to do work. You can't get paid off this.
You see that? You got to put in work in the YouTube streets to confuse everybody. These people did not have intention to get justice. You see, they ain't talking about what happened. They going from Jalen Ford to Irene and Jalen Ford, them the body doubles. You know what I'm saying? Straight Drop on King Rob, and King Rob exposing the whole security detail. You know what I'm talking about? Watch this game.
Now y'all see what I'm talking about? And y'all see the date on here. This was on May the 3rd. This a couple of months after. You see what I'm saying?
When Zack died, when Zack got murdered, that's one thing. Time is your best friend. When I tell y'all about time stamps on the footage, think about time in real life that they don't have control over. Like May the 8th. Like when Zack was getting threats in October. You see what I'm talking about? When Zack started, you know what I'm saying, letting the J4K community know, hey man, my life in danger. Yeah, they can't tamper with that shit, right? Two 2017.
And this a couple of months after when she died, Jack. And look at all this shit going on. Know what I'm saying?
Look, y'all, this supposed to be 9/21/2017. Because I don't know where he get that 2 from. So this was like a week later, you know. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Check this out.
already. Why do I have to sign a contract for it? That's what we didn't know. And if we'd have knew that, bro, we would have said that to one of them, especially that. Why do I have to sign a contract for it? Already. Why do I have to sign a contract for it? That's what we didn't know. And if we'd have knew that, bro, we would have said that to one of them, especially that dude we caught in the corner of vacuum and whatever he was doing. And when he asked me why I ain't work there no more, and I told him I ain't like the treatment, I would have.
There you go. There you go, gang. Did he just confess out his mouth about his money? About his money, right? Do it again.
Said that to one of them, especially that dude we caught in the corner of vacuum and whatever he was doing. And when he asked me why I ain't work there no more, and I told him I ain't like the treatment, I would have mentioned that. I would have said because, man, when I was working here, man, they made me sign a contract for my paycheck, and I ain't like that. And God knows what he would have said. He probably would have said, yeah, I had to sign it too. You know what I'm saying? You hear me, Chosen?
See that? You see what I'm talking about? And guess what? He worked security. And he had access to the camera. Marco just admitted he worked there. And check this out. Y'all know something happened Kenneka in that lobby. That's where the dude was vacuum cleaning at. If you watch the footage, 54 Keys got the video of the dude vacuuming the floor. Right? Watch that video and you will understand this shit.
Somebody was saying somebody ain't supposed to get in bed the day that the weekend we coming out at the hotel. I don't know, something. I hope they're not gonna be full. They're gonna be full, but we'll go down the road.
Yeah, I mean that ain't nothing, bro. I mean the Justice League, man. Only thing we'll make sure the women get put up, and if the guys we gotta sleep in the car, we'll have to, bro. It is what it is. We gonna, it ain't nothing gonna stop us, bro. I don't care if we gotta go get rooms in the next town over. We gonna be straight. We good, yeah.
See that gang? All right. Remember this lady?
Level down.
But that's the level up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Y'all remember, I went on this lady. Look, she even got the same shoes. And the same video that she had on her channel. This video she's showing y'all right now, right? This one she was talking to Jedediah Brown. Watch this.
That's it.
I'm telling you, them the white doors. I remember that. Them the white doors. I went through that door. Watch, you're gonna see right now. I went through there. There's nothing there. And look, now they got something right there covered. What's that black? Look. You could go through there? Yeah, I went through there. I'm telling you, I know them. I went through there. There's nothing there. Watch. I went.
Y'all just seen no double doors? That blue door right here?
Yeah, I went through there. I'm telling you, I know them. I went through there. There's nothing there. Watch.
Right there. Look. That leave you right in the parking lot. You open that door, you outside. You outside by the trash. And look, King Rob in the background. So if this lady telling Jedediah this shit, and you, oh, watch this game.
Watch. I went into this room.
Over there.
There's They sent you to.
Come on, hurry up.
Look, y'all, he finna get ready to talk to Mr. Reese. Pay attention to the background.
See, I went in here, look.
Okay.
And there's a guy, even a guy looked at me and he didn't even see nothing. He didn't say anything.
You're in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Is this what?
This is all the kitchen. That's it. No freezers or nothing in here. See?
Oh, they took all the freezers out?
There's nothing in there of any type of freezers.
Did the freezer look mobile?
And this is the back door.
It's stainless steel.
It's a mobile freezer.
See, now I'm coming back out.
No, it's not mobile.
It's not mobile.
No, it's not.
So now I'm coming back out, and I'm going to go back through the other way.
Yeah, it's implanted within the walls. We have freezers just like this freezer at our job.
But they have safety latches, so if you're inside of the freezer,
you can pop it open. It's a white button in there, and you just pop it.
What you say? I want to know how Miss Teresa get the ticket mixed up with the date. How did she even get a ticket saying Kenneka was in there? Bitch, get up out of her. Your ass blocked for life.
Yeah.
And it's a big white button.
You cannot miss it. You cannot miss it. It's a big button.
okay.
And it's real easy to just pop. It's not hard or anything.
Because you went in the freezer.
I went
And
inside
that's where
the
they say
freezer.
she froze it.
So we're gonna show you guys her going into the freezer in 1 second. A freezer, and inside of the freezer is some buttons that you just.
Oh, I
push.
didn't get that part.
You didn't get
No, I didn't get the button part. I mean, I went inside.
So even if she didn't get it, many of us have here in the same account that there are safety latches on the freezer to come out of it if you get inside of it.
Look, y'all heard King Rob? Listen to King Rob, y'all. Listen.
See, then I turned around and went back. And not one time did they stop me at all.
I'm going to press that button to get back up.
Exactly. You can't supposed to see Exactly. As soon as you feel some air, you're going to keep holding it. Exactly.
This is the one where I went in. See, then I turned around and went back. And not one time did they stop me at all.
I'm going to press that button to get back up.
Exactly. You can't supposed to see Exactly. As soon as you feel some air, you're going to keep holding it.
They stopped me at all. See, then I turned around and went back. And not one time did they stop me at all.
I'm going to press that button to get back up.
Exactly. You can't supposed to see Exactly. As soon as you feel some air, you're going to keep holding it. Exactly.
This is the one where I went in.
What a light is.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
The button glow in the dark.
Is it? What am I
It
looking at?
honestly looks like the button glow in the dark.
Okay, this is the hallway, right?
Yeah.
No, but I'm telling you. On the wall for a light.
walking down.
It's too dark. Exactly.
And if I'm drunk and I go in the dark room, like, what the fuck is going on? Who else in this room? I'm going to try to find out if somebody else in this room.
You trying to hide your phone?
Yeah, because somebody...
Man, y'all heard King Rob? Y'all can't tell me y'all heard King Rob talking to Miss Teresa, Jack.
And I go in the dark room, like, what the fuck is going on? Who else in this room? I'm going to try to find out if somebody else in this room.
You trying to hide your phone?
Yeah, because somebody was walking by. And then when they leave, I'll bring it back up.
Okay.
I'm suspicious.
Or then back here, there's another way. And all in here, you need keys in order to get to the lower level.
So you have to have a key.
See these? They won't open right there. You need a key card to get to them elevators to go down there.
That's where she was. There's the phone. Look at the floor.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Right there, you need a key card.
Is you need a key card. Like, is it your hotel room key?
I don't know. It's an employee. It got to be an employee because it's like a little tiny key.